Hello, a very warm welcome to Handcrafts with Nadine. My name is Nadine and I'm coming to you from the Byron Shire in northern New South Wales, Australia. I'm originally from Montreal, Canada, and I've been living here for the past 10 years with my husband, my 2 teenage daughters, and for the past 2 years, our little dog Bear. Today I'm going to talk to you about some finished objects that I've got, a new cast on, some crochet granny square projects, a little hack, what I'm wearing, and also a few op shop finds that I've found. So stick around. Here we go. Okay, the first thing that I'll show you is this top that I'm wearing. This is a little bit of a hack of the Soho top by Caidree. I knit it in a tin liner by Sadness Garn, held double. So I just basically, I loved the look of this top, so I tried to make it. I didn't use the pattern, but so it's not exactly the same. A little bit different in the sleeves here. I don't have an I-cord on the top, I just went right on to garter. And I knit it flat, the front and the back flat. So I didn't knit it in the round, and I joined it with a little bit of a crochet chain. So like I said last week, I really love trying to figure out patterns and just try to make them on my own. And not always, like you'll see the things that I've knit today, I've used patterns for. So sometimes if something looks maybe like something I haven't done before, a new technique, or I just can't be bothered to try to figure out how to make it, I'll buy the pattern and yeah, knit from there, because yeah, that's essentially, I think that's what you're buying the pattern for, is to be told how to do it, right? All right, so the first finished object that I have is these pair of socks that I knit for my husband. I'll try to insert a little video of him wearing them. He modeled them for me. So again, like I was saying last week, he's got, as you can see in the video or photos, he's got really high arches. And these socks are especially made for high arches. They've got a really long heel flap, which means that here you're decreasing for a very long time, halfway through the foot, which gives you lots of space from here to here for that high arch. So I didn't block them, but he wore them yesterday, which is why they are a little bit grubby. But yeah, he loves them. He said they were really comfortable. He said maybe they're a little bit tight in the toe. So I'm hoping that as he wears them, they'll stretch a little bit. Otherwise, I can always just unravel maybe to just a certain stripe and then just recast on and make the toes a little bit bigger. So we'll see what he wants. Okay, it was so beautiful outside today. Finally, it hasn't been raining. It had been raining this whole summer. It's been just so rainy. So it's been sunny all week, so I thought I'd sit outside. I don't know if you can see, the neighbors have got a beautiful tree flowering behind me, the beautiful pink flowers. Okay, the next thing I wanted to talk about is the Heirloom jumper by Fabel Knitwear. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's a pullover. There you go. I believe it's meant to be Edwardian. I really love Fabel Knitwear. I love her Instagram. Her knitwear designs are so beautiful and so elegant. It's not my everyday style for sure, but I think that I would like to knit this because I feel like it's maybe a special occasion top to wear. So yeah, definitely not an everyday, but I think that it would be really pretty to wear, like going out to a restaurant or somewhere special. So it's knit with a fingering held with a mohair. So what I've used is, pardon me, I've got my tags here, Holskarn Super Stuff in Slow, which is this one here. It's basically a navy blue with a little bit of purple in it. And the other one is Titicaca, which is 100% alpaca. And the color I've chosen is, it says FRV Blossom. I don't know if that's meant to be favorite blossom. Anywho, that's the color. So these two colors combined have made this beautiful, beautiful color. These are really my colors. I believe I'm a winter. My mom, I've never had my colors done, but my mom has been telling me my whole life that I'm winter because she's winter, and I guess we have the same skin tone. So I really love this jumper, and I saw Stitchcraft, I believe her name is Lena, and she's a YouTuber in Canada, in St. John's, Newfoundland, I think. And she had done one in black, and it was just so beautiful. And I wanted to make it as well. However, if you look at the jumper, it's got like the lace panel in the front, has a lot of holes because like a lot of yarn overs. So yeah, I just thought if I wear this, I'm not 100% sure if I'd be wearing something under it necessarily. So I wanted to make it with no holes. So I was just having a look at the chart, and lately I've really been into cables. If you watch my other videos, I had knit the 3 Seasons cardigan by Wool & Pine, and I just fell in love with doing those cables. So I thought, oh, maybe I can incorporate some cables into it. So basically, it's got three rows of the yarn overs to make the lace with the holes, and everything else is basically purls and knitting through the back loop. So I decided to do cables on the outsides, and on the inside I really like symmetrical things. I like things to be symmetrical, so I thought if I do a cable on either side, I'll have them going the same way, and then in the middle I didn't want to have, you know, one going the same way as the other one. So I decided that I would try some bubbles. I'm not normally a big bubble lover, but I thought it would be really pretty on this. So I'll just show you, hopefully it will turn up on the camera, what it looks like. So I've got the cables on the outside. I just Googled 3-stitch cable and found that pattern. Very easy. And then the bubbles, I just did every 4th row. I think what's really quite pretty about it is it's kind of gonna look like buttons going down the middle. I would have tried to try bubbles on all of them, but then I didn't want, you know, you don't want a bubble in the wrong place, if you know what I mean. So I just thought that that was really, really beautiful, going down the middle, and I think it's gonna be so lovely. The fabric is very soft. Because I'm using 2 different colors, it's having a bit of a marling effect. The cables are not as, what's the word I'm looking for? Not as obvious, or they don't pop as much, but I think in general it'll just overall look really pretty, and you won't necessarily be able to see exactly that it's cables, but right. So one thing I was a bit worried about was when I was Googling how to do that 3-stitch cable, pardon my reaching, oh gosh, sorry for this. It had purls on either side of the cable, so I wasn't sure, and here it has knit through the back loop. I wasn't really sure if that was going to turn out or not, so I just did a little practice in some cotton, and yeah, I thought, okay, yeah, that'll do. So I practiced doing that cable stitch, and yeah, away I went. What else do I have to say? Oh, Fabel Knitwear is having a birthday sale at the moment. I'm not sure how long it's on for, I just missed it, unfortunately, but that's okay. Had I have waited to get it now, then I wouldn't have all this to talk about. So yeah, I would highly recommend. Her pattern is very, very well written. It is one of those ones where it's, you know, do this and at the same time do this, but you know, we're just talking about increasing at the shoulders and the lace pattern. So yeah, the instructions are very good. There's a lot of YouTube tutorials linked with some QR codes and everything, which I thought was really nice. I'm hoping that this yarn is going to be soft enough to wear up against my neck, because it is a mock neck. And like I said, I wasn't really planning to wear something underneath it, but so far it feels really nice. And oh yeah, it has, it's not raglan, it's got the shoulders increasing along on the outside, out here. And she also has customization, so depending on how broad your shoulders are, my shoulders are quite broad, so I may have to increase a little bit more, but there's a whole page of instructions on how to do that. So yeah, that was a really good pattern. I'm very pleased that I bought that. Okay, so as you may know, if you saw my first episode, I've been making a lot of crochet granny square bags. However, when I was making this one, I just thought the colors would look so nice in my lounge room. We got a new couch, and it's kind of in between these two colors, and so I just thought, oh, why don't I make some pillowcases out of them instead, and then we'll have yeah, really pretty cushions on our couch. So my daughter and I went op shopping. An op shop in Australia, a secondhand store. I think it stands for opportunity. Anyways, so we went around and I managed to find some feathered pillows, which are really, really nice. So these two here. So my plan is to have these pillows on here. Unfortunately, it's not quite big enough for this pillow. And also, unfortunately, I'm out of this yarn. I'm out of all of the colors. So I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do. I have this navy blue, which I could potentially do a few rows on the outside of both of these. That's one option. Another option, I guess, is I could go to a yarn store and try to find a similar color. I did get all these at Spotlight, however, I looked online and a few of them were from a kit that's discontinued. So yeah, I also don't live very close to a Spotlight, so I don't get to go there very often. I guess Spotlight's like Joann's in the US, or in Canada like a Bouclair or Fabricland. Anyways, so that's kind of one thing. The other thing to consider is because the granny squares have so many holes, you can see the fabric underneath. So I'm not too sure if I need to make a cover to go under it of a certain color. Like you see when the white's on there. So yeah, that's I'm kind of at a little bit of a standstill there. Again, I made these ages ago and they've just been kind of laying around in waiting. But I was very happy that I found those pillows. I think they were $4 each for proper down feathered pillows, which are so nice and cozy. So yeah, I've got to find that. And oh yeah, I wanted to share the other finds from the op shop. This other feathered pillow, this one was $4, and isn't it so pretty with the embroidery? I'm not sure where it's from. This kind of reminds me of IKEA, but on the back I don't think it's an IKEA pillow, but yeah, it's super squishy and nice. And the last thing is this tablecloth that I found with this beautiful embroidery. and also this crochet in it. I think it's meant for an oval table. We have a round table that we eat our dinners on, and outside here we've got a very large rectangle table. So I tried it on both, and I think it looks better on the round table, which is a bit smaller, because this table here is just too big. And yeah, so that was awesome. I think it was $10. I'm assuming that it's done by hand, because I don't know that a machine can do that. And it looks like it's done with embroidery floss, so I'm not sure. Well, that's it for me today, and I hope that you have a lovely week and that you get to make something beautiful with your hands this week. See you next time. Thank you so much.